Welcome back to It's Chow Time Pod. We got some big news today, or kind of yesterday. Seems like the top G and his brother got arrested. According to the headlines, he got arrested for human trafficking, which they kind of like let him go 2-3 months ago for it, and now they're coming back at him for it. So, but here I'm putting a clip in for you guys and check it out.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th. Now, this news comes just hours after Tate made waves with climate activist Greta Thunberg.
It's funny that they mentioned this with Brenda Thorne, or whatever her name is.
Tate, who had previously been kicked off social media platforms for so-called misogyny and hateful ideations, had also made news last month. As Long Crime Network's Sidebar reported, he sued YouTuber Ethan Klein after Klein called him a sex trafficker. Now, at the time, Tate's attorneys sent Klein a cease and desist order. Some reports now say Romanian officials used Tate's social media to confirm he was in their country before his arrest.
I think that's pretty easy to tell.
In this case, and will continue to bring you the latest developments as they come in.
Nothing else? No. Okay. Can go.
They're just looking at his shit. I mean, as you guys saw the headlines, that was human trafficking, but they were charged with that about 2 months ago, and then they got released for it because there wasn't enough evidence, and now they're getting arrested again for that particular thing. Sounds fishy to me. I'm not here to say what's true or not. I'm not here to judge anything other than just looking at some facts. But I do know social media, or just media in general, can literally paint whatever story they want of whoever they want. I have literally personal experience of this. My family and I were in a shooting at our gas station, and my father got arrested and I got arrested for two first-degree murders. And at first they arrested us, saying that they have enough evidence to arrest us, took us to jail. I bailed out. They didn't give my father bail, and a week later they released everybody and dropped all charges, saying that they didn't have enough evidence to book us. So, and I know why they did it. It was to kind of appease like the public that, oh, these people killed 2 people and nothing's happening to them. Why is that? And it was because we were within our rights to do so, to defend ourselves. But the media pushed it as we were racist and we wanted to kill people, and we were here to kill these particular people because they gave us 2 first-degree murders. That means we had the intent and planned out these murders to these particular people. But they came to our gas station of our business and caused issues. So it was just a stupid argument on their end. And yeah, they ended up dropping all the charges and everything. It cost us a lot of money to deal with it, and a lot of trauma and time, when they just did it just to do it, so they can paint us in a bad light, saying that we got arrested. So again, I don't know if that's the case here or not. I just know how media can literally play a role in what people think about you. Literally, almost all of my customers that came thought I was some kind of racist. They thought our whole family was some kind of racist. Half didn't, half did. Right? Half that knew us really well, they're like, no, they're not racist. They're like that with everybody, and they're good people. And then the other half is like, I knew it. I knew that they were this. And this is going to be the same case here. where a lot of the leftists, a lot of the people that kind of dislike Tate are gonna be like, yeah, I knew it. This is why he's so rich. This is why this is why that. And the other side of them are gonna defend him and be like, no, I mean, he does talk about these things, and he actually does talk about, him going against the Matrix, him being banned, him being arrested, and then ultimately being killed soon if he was going to keep railing against, the top controllers, I guess you want to say. I'll show you guys the clip here of him talking about it.
So let's talk about where you are, Andrew, right now in this moment. What is like going through your head right now? You've been banned off many social medias. You haven't done a podcast in a while. So what's your thoughts as to like what are your plans now, or like what do you feel about what's happened to you, and what's your moves? Or I mean, I don't expect you to reveal them, but what's your plans?
Yeah, so the Matrix attacked me.
Yeah.
They tried to remove me from social media.
They've used their bullets.
They used their bullets. I'm still all over social media, so they failed.
They failed.
What's scary about it, the only thing I will say I don't like about being banned is that you get 3 lives when you attack powerful people. They first ban you and try and shut you up. Secondly, they'll put you in jail for something you didn't do. And thirdly, they'll kill you. That's kind of upsetting. But
that's kind of upsetting.
It is. I like to, it's kind of
just
upsetting.
a little.
I like to think that people at home know if I ever ended up in a jail cell and the media started printing why, that they'd know it's a pure lie and they made it up.
Yeah.
But that's kind of scary. Outside of that, the ban in and of itself has not, I don't care, bro. It's made no difference to my life. The only thing Instagram was good for was a bunch of chicks, and that's the only thing I used it for.
And you have them in.
I do okay. I don't need it. So I don't care about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I do think that social media companies have made a mistake. I think they're now realizing they've made a mistake.
Are they contacting you?
I can't say what's happening, but I do believe I will be reinstated. However, it's truly not that important at this time. If I had to martyr my social media accounts to show the world that everything I was saying was true about the Matrix, then it was worth it, right? All they did was prove me completely and utterly right.
Yeah, you've said it 100 times on different episodes. I'm going to be deleted. They're going to try to silence me.
Yeah.
I wish someone would make a compilation of all these clips, because you said it like 100 times.
Yep, I said
before.
it over and over again.
They're going to remove me. They're going to ban me. They're going to...
I knew exactly what was going to happen, and they proved me completely and utterly right, and it backfired. They tried to put a media spin on the event and convince the world that I'm a bad person, and that has failed. Nobody believes I'm a bad person. 99% of the comments on any of my videos are positive. I'm speaking to people who are now waking up and understanding that the media machine lies. And the only people who truly dislike me are the slave minds. If I ever hear about somebody disliking me, when you ask them why, they don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting that he predicted these things, and it's kind of happening in this order. Like this fake arrest thing, I think, sorry, I'm not saying this is a fake arrest. I mean, the authorities had enough to be able to, put him in. But, I mean, authorities can literally say whatever they want to ping people in, tell you the truth. So, yeah, I mean, he's being arrested now. I mean, he said if he's being arrested, whatever they're saying isn't true. Do I fully believe that? I'm not dumb enough to fully believe someone's statement like that. But from what we've seen and just my anecdotal evidence, it does seem fishy. At the least, it does seem fishy. Just the way everything's going about. Especially after, he spoke ill about one of the woke's heroes, Thornburg person. So and then moments later he gets raided. Not saying it's true. Not trying to connect too many dots here. I'm just the thought process going through my mind. It's like okay. It's weird to release someone for a charge and then 2 months later find out that there's enough evidence to charge them. It's very unlikely once someone gets released like that, just from my personal experience. So, oh man, this is crazy. This is internet breaking type news, in my opinion, just because if these are all false allegations, it's literally gonna make it so people don't know what to believe anymore. Like, once this sheds light, if it does shed light that this is not true, that the media is doing whatever they're doing and the government's doing whatever they're doing just because they want to do it, that's going to cause a lot of chaos, in my opinion. Just because people now, they're starting to see that, yeah, they can't trust the media, they can't trust the government. I don't think many people trust it now, but there's still a shitload of people that do, right? So, but if it is, and if it ends up being true that he did do these things, it's actually not too bad. I like the guy. He says good things, but if he did these things, then he did these things. I'm not going to defend the man if evidence comes out and says he did these things. But if there's no evidence in here, so far I don't see too many, then what are we going to do? Like, people are just probably going to be outraged. The leftist women are probably still going to be happy about it. They don't really care. They just want to cancel people that go against what they say. So I don't think it matters if it's legally or illegally to shut people up. Just that side wants to shut people up about these types of topics. So anything ill about women have an issue with. Oh, and then I got this little thing that says that he was actually arrested for tax evasion, or some inside sources says he was arrested for tax evasion, which I see that likely. Because it's easy to catch people messing up their numbers. It actually is. Because even my family messes up with our numbers sometimes, and we get audited, in our family businesses. So if you can't get that person to do anything wrong to arrest them, it's easy to arrest them by looking through their books. Just kind of like how they got Al Capone and a lot of the gangsters back in the day, right? Just because, obviously those were particularly bad guys in a sense, but the only way to touch untouchables sometimes is through taxes and through finance. So, it's interesting that there's evidence, or some sources that's saying that it could be for tax purposes and not for the human trafficking purposes. But of course the media is gonna, if that is true, then the media, yes, seem like they're gonna push whatever narrative they want to push just to make the one side look good and the other side look bad. So hope you guys like the chow today. It's a little bit different from all the other chows that I've had. Just a little bit of like train of thought, like, don't take headlines for what they are. Don't take people's words for what they are. It's not like we can fully trust Tate either. We don't know the guy really. We just seen what he says and seen some of the things he does. So again, personally, he seems like a cool guy overall. If he did these things, then he did these things. He's a bad guy, right? In a sense. But I'm not going to judge him right now off of whatever news topics or news articles that are out there, right? We'll just wait and see what happens. I don't want to throw people under the bus or praise the man or say, oh, no, it's not his fault or anything like that. You just don't know. This is where I think people's ideology of people skews justice. And if you truly hate the guy, you're all happy, you want the guy arrested. If you truly love the guy, everything is false, nothing is real, whatever it is. I'm not saying either is good or bad, but we can see the two extremes when justice really should be, ho, wait up, guys. These headlines seem interesting. Let's see how this plays out, right? But no, most people just judge right away and just like, nope, he's not guilty. Nope, he's super guilty. There's not too many, maybe. We'll see. So, yeah, just justice nowadays and just how the court of public opinion works is just can be detrimental to a lot of people. All right. Hope you guys like the chow. Please put a like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.